yeah, I'm at the White Lion.
Yeah.
Hotel.
They've got all the posh one.
Oh yes.
All the lions outside
as
the pillars.
mentioned in Mr. Fielding's Tom Jones, I believe.
Really? How many times have you played the Upton's Blues?
Well, more or less since it started.
Yeah. Is it getting better every year?
No, it's getting worse in my opinion.
Really?
It's
What?
because,
What's that?
well, the funding was withdrawn.
Yeah.
And it's become a bit of a free for all when you've got to go down to the pubs and try and get your own gig and this and I'm not really into that.
No.
At one time I did manage to single one of the pubs out when Mark, in the good old days when there was funding available.
Yeah.
When Mark and Sean had the Swan. And I ran it myself, and I did the, I did the first sort of open mic and everything, and it was a superb thing. But it engendered the wrath of the committee. The committee. So
You weren't upsetting the committee.
Yes, I'm afraid so. Yes, big time. So much so that they've never forgotten me. They
blacklisted you.
Yeah, definitely. But I always go around just to upset them, you know what I mean?
For you, mate. That's what they're there for.
That's right.
Yeah.
The committee.
What's your favourite blues place to play? Festival?
Blues festival, the favourite one. Well, it used to be Colne. I used to run the acoustic side of that, and Maryport. Favourite one was in France actually. It was called a place called Beauvais.
Yeah.
Beauvais Blues Festival. That was good. I played there a few times and that was very nice.
Yeah.
I played Marziac. I've played Dusseldorf in Germany.
Yeah.
Here, there, and everywhere. In England, I really like Gloucester Blues Festival. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's I absolutely adore the Café René.
Right.
I'm on there this year on the 26th of July.
Right.
And on the Saturday they couldn't get Robert Plant, so they had to get and this is the truth, they couldn't get, well, they asked me to get Robert Plant, so I spoke to him.
Yeah.
And I said, Bob, how about doing it? He said, I said, you and the Band of Joy. He said, well, I'd like to. He said, but I'm in Texas. I said, thank you, Bob. You got me out of all sorts of trouble. Yeah, I'm in Texas. And anyway, they got Paul Lamb and the King Snakes headlining.
Right.
And he's an old friend of mine, brilliant harmonica player.
Yeah.
So he's a buddy of mine as well. So.
Have you always played the blues?
Yeah, ever since. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, 9 years old, the old man kept a pub in. Being an only child, I mean, I was there sort of sitting on my own. And we had one of those old bush radios, and they had Burl Ives. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Burl Ives, yeah. Well, they used to run a program for the American forces called the Lutheran Hour.
Right.
And I used to sit there all on my own and listen to this, and that's the first time I ever heard Lead Belly, Sonny Terry, Brownie McGee, Big Bill Broomsley, the whole shooting match. And I was, from that age, I was so, I was hooked on it, Yeah.
Do you remember your first ever gig?
Sorry?
Do you remember your first ever gig?
My first ever gig, there was a guy called Brian Dean, lived in Starbridge, and he was going to Australia and he was selling his banjo, and I bought that banjo, a Windsor Whirly, and I bought that for £3, and I think it was about 15, it was about 1955, me being 72 now. I bought it for £3. I learnt the chord of C by dinner time, and in the evening in Kimber British Legion I was in the skiffle group on the stage, and you could have any tune you wanted as long as it was Swanee River.
Oh,
there you go.
What's the best gig you've ever done?
Oh, the best gig I've ever done, has been been so many of them. Oh,
Have you done this professionally?
oh yeah.
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 Well, I was
part time.
one time I was I worked as a welder on the oil rigs and on pipelines and that sort of thing. But because you never make money at this game at all. You know, in the music game. It's the best gig I've ever done. Oh God, there's so many good ones, so many really ones that I suppose. Oh yeah, Burnley. Yeah, that's right. At Burnley, that was probably that's right.
Yeah.
At Burnley Blues Festival. Yeah, that's right. That's a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
What's good about that one then?
Well, excuse me. I got on there, got on the stage, and I just raised the rafters. You know, everybody went going balmy because nobody could do it. Nobody did the slide or the ragtime thing in those days. And a little bloke came forward and he said, "Now we form the Penny Foster Appreciation Society and we're the Blackburn branch." You know, I thought, this is amazing. You know, it was really nice afterwards. Yeah. But yeah, there were some really nice people on that bill there. Little Willie Littlefield, black piano player that used to take his shoes off, and champion Jack Dupree, and he's dead now. Yeah. There was all sorts of people, wonderful people that were, you know, and we all went out to have a dinner. Wow. We had a big dinner in this big Italian place, and we had a photograph taken, and Annie's got it at home. Yeah. And the good lady wife, everybody's standing there, Hans T. Sinks there, everybody's there, all standing in big smiles and that. Yeah. There's Annie on the end, drunk out of her drunk out of her skull. She's flopped like that. But
is that true? Yeah, she's sitting around the corner there.
Yeah, it's quite true. Yeah. But never mind. I love her to bits, never mind. I shall always love her to bits. But there you go, yeah, that's the truth.
They've all got nicknames too. Have you got a nickname then?
The Big Daddy of the Blues I'm called now.
Right.
Well, I rang up, what's her name? The girl that used to run the blues magazine, British Blues in Britain. Yeah. What's her name? I've forgotten it anyway. And I said, "Who's the oldest blues?" She said, "There's a harmonica player down there called Jake." Yeah. She said, "And you're the second oldest." Right. So I'm just waiting for this Jake to die, the harmonica player. So
you can have that recital.
Go on, Jake.
Time to shut them off.
Get shaking, Jake. Let's have you.
Where is Jake situated in this?
London.
London. Right, okay.
I've never met him, but
you just keep checking to see whether he's still alive or not.
Her name's Fran Leslie. Francis Leslie. That's right. Yeah. Fran Leslie. That's her name. She's just packed it up, the machine, the thing, because the blues ain't quite what it was. Yeah. But it's still very strong in England, you know, sort of thing.
You won't ever pack it up, will you?
No, it'll pack me up, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sure will.
You ready to do another one?
Well,
what are we going to do?
It's an old blues number I've been doing for ages. It's an old traditional thing. It's Trouble in Mind.